The sweet trap you didn't notice. A tiny green sphere hiding big risks. Imagine this. It's dinner time in any town, USA. Steam rises from a pot of creamy chicken stew, sprinkled generously with bright green peas. They look innocent enough, small, vibrant, and bursting with color. To most people, they're not just food. They're nostalgia wrapped in a pod. Grandma served them at Sunday dinners. Mom tossed them into casseroles during winter holidays. And now, you add them to salads or soups because they seem like the perfect way to sneak some extra nutrients onto your plate. But what if those cheerful little spheres were quietly working against your health? What if every forkful was contributing to blood sugar spikes, joint pain, or digestive discomfort without you even realizing it? Shocking, isn't it? Peas, one of the most beloved staples in American kitchens, might actually be more foe than friend for seniors over 50. Let's dive deeper into why these superfoods could spell trouble for aging bodies. The hidden sugar spike. At first glance, peas appear harmless. After all, they're packed with protein, fiber, and essential vitamins like A, C, and K. Nutritionists often praise them as a plant-based powerhouse. But here's where things get tricky. Peas have a surprisingly high glycemic load compared to other vegetables like spinach or kale. For those unfamiliar with the term, glycemic load measures how quickly a food raises your blood sugar levels once digested. For younger adults, this might not pose much of an issue. Their metabolisms are still robust, their insulin sensitivity sharp. However, after age 50, the body starts behaving differently. Insulin resistance becomes more common, making it harder for cells to absorb glucose efficiently. Enter peas, which can send blood sugar soaring unexpectedly. Imagine sitting down to enjoy a comforting bowl of split pea soup only to feel sluggish and fatigued an hour later. That sudden crash isn't just inconvenient. It's a sign that your body is struggling to process the sugars hidden within those seemingly benign legumes. Over time, repeated blood sugar spikes can lead to serious complications, including type 2 diabetes, neuropathy, nerve damage, and cardiovascular problems. Picture waking up one morning with tingling fingers or blurry vision. A stark reminder that small dietary choices made decades ago have caught up with you. Wouldn't it be better to avoid such risks altogether? Purines, the silent culprit behind joint pain. If unchecked blood sugar wasn't enough reason to reconsider peas, there's another sneaky component lurking inside their pods: purines. Don't let the word intimidate you. It simply refers to natural compounds found in many foods, including meat, seafood, and yes, peas. When consumed, purines break down into uric acid, a substance that helps maintain healthy joints when present in moderate amounts. Unfortunately, too much uric acid can wreak havoc, especially in older adults. Here's the problem. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to elevated uric acid levels due to slower kidney function and reduced ability to excrete waste products. Over time, excess uric acid crystallizes and settles in joints, causing excruciating gout attacks. Have you ever experienced stabbing pain in your big toe so intense that even the weight of a bedsheet feels unbearable? Gout sufferers know this agony all too well. And guess what? Regularly consuming purine-rich foods like peas could exacerbate these flare-ups. Even if you've never had gout, chronically high uric acid levels may contribute to another painful condition: kidney stones. These jagged mineral deposits form in the kidneys and can cause debilitating pain as they pass through the urinary tract. Imagine being doubled over in agony, unable to move, while waiting for relief. Is that really worth the fleeting pleasure of adding peas to your meal? Digestive discomfort, the bloat factor. Now let's talk about digestion, a topic no one enjoys discussing but affects everyone eventually. As we age, our digestive systems slow down naturally. Enzyme production decreases, stomach acid weakens, and gut motility slows. All of these changes make it harder for the body to break down certain foods, leading to bloating, gas, and abdominal cramps. Enter resistant starches and lectins, the culprits behind many digestive woes associated with peas. Resistant starches resist digestion in the small intestine, traveling instead to the large intestine where bacteria ferment them. While fermentation sounds beneficial, after all, it's how probiotics thrive. It also produces gas as a byproduct. Combine this with lectins, anti-nutrients that interfere with nutrient absorption, and you have a recipe for digestive disaster. Picture yourself enjoying a hearty vegetable medley only to spend the rest of the evening feeling bloated and uncomfortable. Maybe you dismiss it as just getting older, unaware that peas might be to blame. By identifying and eliminating potential triggers, you can reclaim control over your digestive health and enjoy meals without fear of unpleasant side effects. Real-life stories and practical solutions. To bring this closer to home, consider Mary, a 62-year-old retiree from Ohio. For years, she added frozen peas to her nightly stir-fries, believing she was doing her body good. Then came the unexplained fatigue, joint stiffness, and frequent trips to the bathroom. After consulting a nutritionist, she learned about the impact of high-purine foods on her kidneys and joints. With reluctance, Mary decided to cut back on peas entirely. Within weeks, her energy returned, her joints felt less inflamed, and her overall well-being improved dramatically. So, does this mean you must banish peas forever? Not necessarily. Moderation is key. Instead of using them daily, try incorporating them sparingly, perhaps once or twice a week, and monitor how your body responds. Opt for fresh peas rather than canned or frozen varieties, as processing can increase sodium content and reduce nutritional value. Additionally, pairing peas with lean proteins or healthy fats can help stabilize blood sugar levels, reducing the risk of energy crashes. Conclusion: proceed with caution. Peas, once hailed as a wholesome addition to any diet, reveal themselves as a double-edged sword for seniors. Their sugary nature, purine content, and digestive challenges underscore the importance of mindful consumption. While they aren't inherently evil, understanding their potential pitfalls empowers you to make informed decisions about your health. As we continue exploring the remaining 9 vegetables, keep Mary's story in mind. Sometimes, the smallest changes yield the biggest rewards. Stay tuned for our next chapter, where we'll uncover the surprising truth about asparagus, a vegetable often praised for its detoxifying properties, but hiding dangers of its own. The hidden link between corn and cognitive decline. Corn might seem like an innocent vegetable, but its hidden dangers extend far beyond blood sugar spikes and digestive woes. One lesser-known risk lies in its potential impact on cognitive health, a concern that becomes increasingly relevant as we age. Modern corn is often genetically modified, GMO, and heavily sprayed with pesticides like glyphosate, which has been linked to neurotoxic effects. For seniors, whose bodies already struggle to detoxify efficiently, exposure to these chemicals can accumulate over time, potentially leading to memory problems, brain fog, and even early signs of dementia. Imagine waking up one morning and struggling to recall names or places you once knew by heart. Could your nightly bowl of popcorn or frequent consumption of processed corn products be silently contributing to this decline? To safeguard your mind, consider reducing your intake of GMO corn and opting for organic, non-GMO varieties whenever possible. Limiting processed corn products, like chips, cereals, and snacks loaded with high-fructose corn syrup, is another crucial step. Your brain will thank you for it. Mushrooms, a double-edged sword for immune health. Mushrooms are often celebrated for their immune-boosting properties, thanks to compounds like beta-glucans and antioxidants. However, what many people fail to realize is that mushrooms can also act as a double-edged sword, particularly for seniors with weakened immune systems or underlying health conditions. The same porous structure that allows mushrooms to absorb beneficial nutrients from the soil also makes them prone to absorbing harmful toxins, such as heavy metals and pesticides. For older adults, whose detoxification pathways may already be compromised, consuming contaminated mushrooms could lead to systemic inflammation, oxidative stress, and even long-term organ damage. If you're a fan of mushrooms, don't despair. There are ways to enjoy them safely. Always choose organic varieties, which are less likely to contain harmful residues. Additionally, cooking mushrooms thoroughly helps neutralize potential toxins and reduces the risk of adverse reactions. Pay attention to how your body responds after eating mushrooms. If you notice unexplained fatigue, joint pain, or skin rashes, it might be time to reconsider their place in your diet. Cabbage, the thyroid's quiet enemy. Cabbage is widely regarded as a nutritional powerhouse, packed with fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Yet, few people know about its insidious effect on thyroid function, a concern that grows more pronounced with age. As part of the cruciferous family, Cabbage contains goitrogens, natural compounds that interfere with iodine absorption, a critical mineral for producing thyroid hormones. For seniors already dealing with hypothyroidism or sluggish metabolism, regularly consuming raw cabbage can exacerbate symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, cold intolerance, and mental fogginess. Picture yourself feeling perpetually exhausted, unable to lose weight despite your best efforts, or constantly reaching for sweaters even on mild days. These symptoms might not just be normal aging. They could stem from something as simple as your daily coleslaw habit. The good news? Cooking cabbage significantly reduces its goitrogenic effects, making it safer for thyroid health. Fermented versions like sauerkraut and kimchi are excellent alternatives, offering probiotic benefits that support gut health while minimizing thyroid disruption. Moderation and preparation methods are key to enjoying cabbage without compromising your well-being. Eggplant, the stealthy culprit behind joint pain. Eggplants are a staple in Mediterranean and Asian cuisines, prized for their ability to absorb flavors and complement a variety of dishes. But beneath their rich texture and versatility lies a stealthy culprit capable of triggering joint pain and inflammation, especially in seniors battling arthritis or autoimmune disorders. As a member of the nightshade family, eggplant contains solanine, a natural compound that can provoke inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. For seniors who already deal with chronic joint stiffness, swelling, or discomfort, consuming eggplant could unknowingly worsen these symptoms. Imagine spending hours trying to ease the throbbing pain in your knees or fingers, only to realize later that last night's eggplant parmesan might have been the trigger. To minimize the risks, always cook eggplant thoroughly before eating. Roasting, baking, or grilling softens its tough fibers and breaks down solanine, making it less likely to irritate your system. Peeling the skin before cooking further reduces its inflammatory potential. If you're prone to joint issues, consider substituting eggplant with gentler vegetables like zucchini or squash. Bell peppers, colorful charm with a costly catch. Bell peppers bring vibrant color and crunch to salads, stir-fries, and stuffed dishes. Rich in vitamin C, beta-carotene, and fiber, they appear to be a dream come true for anyone seeking a nutrient-packed meal. However, their tough outer skin and membership in the nightshade family make them less than ideal for some seniors. The rigid structure of bell pepper skins can wreak havoc on aging digestive systems, causing bloating, gas, and acid reflux. Seniors with reduced stomach acid production or pre-existing digestive disorders like GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, may find themselves uncomfortably doubled over after indulging in a plate of roasted peppers. Moreover, bell pepper's solanine content can aggravate inflammation in joints, worsening conditions like arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. Thankfully, there are ways to enjoy bell peppers without sacrificing comfort. Roasting or peeling them beforehand softens their tough fibers and lowers their inflammatory potential. Alternatively, swap bell peppers for other vitamin C-rich options like broccoli, carrots, or zucchini. Listening to your body and adjusting your choices accordingly can help keep inflammation at bay and digestion running smoothly. Comfort food with a cost. There's nothing quite like the comforting aroma of roasted potatoes or the creamy texture of mashed potatoes slathered in butter. For many Americans, potatoes are synonymous with home-cooked meals and holiday feasts. Whether baked, fried, or boiled, they've earned their place as a pantry staple. But beneath their seemingly innocent exterior lies a hidden danger, one that could be silently wreaking havoc on your health, especially if you're over 50. Potatoes are notorious for their high glycemic index, GI, meaning they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. While younger adults might handle these spikes with ease, seniors often struggle due to declining insulin sensitivity. Imagine enjoying a plate of crispy French fries only to feel an overwhelming wave of fatigue an hour later. That crash isn't just inconvenient. It's a sign that your body is struggling to process the flood of glucose unleashed by this starchy vegetable. Over time, repeated blood sugar spikes can lead to weight gain, increased belly fat, and even severe complications like neuropathy, nerve damage, and kidney dysfunction. For seniors already managing type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome, potatoes could accelerate these conditions, robbing them of their vitality and independence. Is it really worth risking your long-term health for the fleeting pleasure of a potato dish?